Hello everybody, welcome back to Book Bar. I'm Melissa and I'm going to be doing my TBR Uno for the month of January. TBR Uno is my Uno cards, choose my TBR game. It's fun, I enjoy it. And so I had said I was going to basically reuse this deck this year. But I did switch it up a little bit. So I bought a new deck of Uno cards. And what I did is I went through and I took out ones that I, like prompts that I just was like, I hated doing. I didn't want to do them. I kept some that like take me out of my comfort zone a little bit because obviously that's the point of the game. But so I did change some stuff and then I kept others the same. So I will take out the prompt. I will show you the prompts that I removed and see if I can find the corresponding new prompts. But yeah, so hauled in 2023. Obviously this game, it doesn't make sense to have I mean, it could keep a 2-year-old book, but trying to go back and find in my records like a book that I hauled 2 years ago and what I hauled last year, like worth more than that. Like it's hard, like I can kind of remember what came, because especially like new releases, I'm like, oh, that came out last year. I know that I can use that one. So I think pretty sure I just swapped this for hauled in 2024 or even like recently hauled in 2024. I did take both the year and I think I just put like our recent haul. Random shelf, obviously, currently I'm living with my aunt. I don't have bookshelves. I'm going to be moving out soon, but also I don't know if when I move out, if I will have space to have bookshelves where I will be moving, at least for the first half of the year, first part of the year. So I took this one out because I don't know that I'll have bookshelves. Audio Anyplay, I canceled my Anyplay subscription, so I don't have that one anymore. Gifted, I just don't love that. Like, I don't need to have a gifted book as like, if I get a book as a gift from a friend, I appreciate it. I am so excited. But a lot of times the books that I ask for on my, like that are on my Amazon wish list for people to gift me are books that I've read and I love. There are some occurrences where there are books that I haven't read, but for the most part, they're books that I've read and loved. So a lot of the gifts that I have gotten are books that I've read. So why would I read a book that I have already read unless like, I mean, I could reread it, but you know what I'm saying. Ebook, not on KU. For a while, I went down like obviously like the free book rabbit hole. I mean, there are some that still like really excite me, but a lot of them they end up being on KU. So I was trying to like read down those books. I don't care to read them. I'm not like going into 2025. I'm not counting ebooks that I own that are not on KU unless like it's a book that I actually spent my dollars on, which there are a couple. Like there are a couple of ebooks that I have spent actual dollars on. And I will note like if I actually bought a book, because I do know which ones I have purchased, and that's a little different. Like I try to read those soonish. Like I'll try to read them with it because obviously if I bought it, I was really excited about it. Especially if I bought it on ebook. If I was gonna buy it and not read it right away, I'd probably buy the physical copy. But if I spent dollars on it, I wanted to read it. So that is why I'm not keeping this, because I just don't care to read some of those books that I've downloaded for free in the past. Indie self-pub owned. A lot of like my favorite books are getting picked up by publishers that they've made them a lot of the books that I'm like buying that I haven't, like I'm trying not to use Amazon as much. So I'm trying not to buy books from them. So I am going to like my local bookstores and things, and the books that are there are usually traditionally published or smaller indie, which I mean, I guess indie, they're smaller publishing houses, which honestly, most of the smaller publishing houses are owned by bigger publishing houses now, so really it doesn't matter. So I just got rid of this one. Then, oldest book on KU. There's a reason it's on my KU. I do want to read it, but there's also a reason that it's still on my KU. It limits me having an option. Like it's like I have to pick this book, and I think that was kind of why I don't love doing it, because it's like I want to read the books that I've checked out, but it's like I want to be in the mood to read some of them, and like if I have the oldest book on my KU, it means I have to read that book, and I'm not always in the mood for it, and then I'm not giving the book a fair shot. Previous TBR, I try to read all of my TBRs. Also, if I didn't read it, I probably not going to be in the mood for it again. Indie Self Pub. I don't know why I took that one out. Released last year. It released before 2020. Self-explanatory. Author rec. I don't love asking authors unless they're like good friends. And then Own Voices. Mostly because Own Voices is hard. Unless an author specifically says that this book is like an Own Voices book, it's hard to like do that. And then like I feel like you're like digging into someone's personal life, and I don't really want to do that. So then the other, I had a couple more. Those were the two colors that had the most like changes. So I also have bought for the Step Back. I bought it for the Step Back. I don't necessarily need to read it. Most of the time I don't want to read it. Goodreads rec. I don't remember why I changed, because sometimes I'm just not in the mood for them. And then Matches Kit lineup for a month. I thought I was going to be a planner girl again, and that didn't happen. So why would I keep that in there? And then the other thing, so I was trying to find the prompts I replaced those with. I did try to keep the numbers the same, so it should be kind of easy to find. Also, the new ones have like little squares or circles or triangles, shapes. That's the word I was looking for. They do have little shapes on them. Also, I did take all of the like reverses, skips, all of that, but draw twos, draw fours, all of those are in, for the new pack, are in the old deck, including use 2 prompts for 1 book, lose all skips. So like if I have some skips, even if I have skips left over, I lose them all. Use 1 prompt for 2 books. So I would have to double. So like this one is like a reward for me where I can use because I always pick the prompts first, and then so I could find, like let's say I get Small Town Enemy Celebers, I could find a Small Town Enemy Celebers book, or Small Town Favorite Author, I could read a Catherine Cowles book if there's one coming out, or Pavlov. I don't have to pick one. I could combine 2 prompts, and then like this one, use 1 prompt for 2 books. Let's say I get dark romance, I have to find 2 dark romances to read. So there's punishments and rewards. They're not really punishments or rewards. They're just extra prompts. Mood read. And then cover has one of these colors, so red, yellow, green, or blue. And then next color in rainbow. So that one will be like, I guess it will kind of depend whether, like that one will probably be one that like I pick when I read it, like when I go to read it, because like let's say I read a white book, I'll then go to a red book because it's Ragey Biv, and then blue or black, white, and then you start over. So yes, and then these are that's the old ones. So let's see if I can find any of the newer ones because they are quite shuffled, which is good. So my 2 replacement greens are black or white cover and random genre spinner. So I have a like spinner wheel. This actually have been reading all of my books this month in December. I have a spinner wheel and I spin for the genre, and then I pick a book based in that genre. So that's what I will be using for that one. Then for my yellow replacements, I'll just do yellow and red together. So I have 2025 release, 2024 release, anticipated release, indie self pub. So I guess I just wanted to use a card for it. I don't know. Book box author. So it could be an author that has appeared in, like this could be open for interpretation. So it could be a book box book. It could be an author that has been featured in a book box. which most authors have, but I would try to limit it to like book boxes that I own, or it could be a book in an upcoming book box that I know of. Book I keep putting off, which again, there are a lot of them, so it's not like I'm like limiting myself to one option. Recent purchase, a paperback, a hardcover, find my name on the cover, so I could look, and as long as I find, whether I'm not limiting it to my first name or my last name. My first name would be a little more difficult, and it has to have, if it has S's, it has to have 2 S's. Same with R's if I decide to go for my last name. And it could be anywhere on the title. It could be anywhere on the cover. It could be in the title, author's name, blurb, anything else on the cover. If there's a random word written on there and my name's in that, that counts. So, a random number on KU. So again, like this does kind of limit me, but I could like skip. Like it could be like, okay, let me change it up. Like most people do this when they screen record. They might, if they don't like the option, they might screen record again. So I'm just telling you this right now. A special edition. So whether that is a first run like Red Tower book or any other, a lot of publishers are doing like pretty editions, or a actual like book box special edition. Recently hauled. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go back to hauls. We'll see. An audiobook. Any audiobook. Random number of my physical shelves. Physical books, not shelves. And yeah, now we're back to beginning. So those are my prompts for this year. That's the little walkthrough of it. Now, for the fun part. All right, cards have been shuffled. Let's pick. All right, 7 cards. The huge novella. Okay, that's an old prompt. Draw 2. Starting off strong. 2 new ones. Reverse. So, novella is gone. And I pick a new one, which we're just gonna go ahead and go. And it is a 2025 release. Ooh, okay. I know exactly what I'm picking for that one. Seasonal. Okay. Over 500 pages. Not what I was looking forward to, but that's fine. LGBTQI plus prep. Draw 2. So now we're into the first of my draw 2s. And I have a draw 4. Cool, cool, cool. Love that for me. Previous 5-star author. Okay, now we're into the second of the draw 2s. And I got a skip. Yay. Then I have a reverse. So previous 5-star author is no more, and we're going with book box. Okay, so book from a book box. I can work with that. Now we're into my draw 4s and draw 2. Under 200 pages. So I really running the gambit there with the over 500 and the under 200. Amazing. Also, I had novella earlier and that got removed. Repick prompts you don't want. That's a new one. I didn't read that one earlier. Okay, I gotta think about that. Use 1 prompt for 2 books. It's already, I know exactly what I'm doing. Lose all skips. Okay, I mean, that sucks. I lost my skip. That sucks. Oh, I just didn't put that back. Put that out. And then the last one, Black Love. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to repick over, actually, no, I'm not. You know what? I don't want to repick any of my prompts. So that one is going into the, because I'm not going to use that one. That one's going into the, going back into the pile, which is going, so repick, the skip that I lost is going back in. Anything that I don't get to use is going back in. A previous 5-star author and the novella are all going back in to be reshuffled for next month. That's the way I'm going to do it this year. I am not going to add these back in. These will stay separate. Same with these will stay separate. But I am going to put seasonal and 2025 release together because I know exactly what book I'm gonna pick for that. And then I will come back with the other options. So I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back and I have books. So for Black Love, I'm going to be reading, there's a book on KU Read and Listen that I've had downloaded for a while that I really want to read called Digging Up Love. I think is what's called. Oh, they're here. It looks so cute and so fun. It's like got baking and it just sounds amazing. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. For Book Box, I'm going to go with Drag Me Wild by Melanie Harlow. This is the Eternal Embers and Madison Fox collab book, so it came from a book box. I've been wanting to read it. I've had it for over a year now, so I need to read it. I'm excited about it. So yeah, this is going on the TBR as well. Then for under 200 pages, I'm giving myself two options because I need to fit. I fit last year. I read the Edens series in January, so I think it'd be fun in January to read there's two novellas that I need to read. So I have Eden's A Legacy Story, and then there's another one about there's a Christmas one. I can't find it though. I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere in my shelves, or in my boxes of books. So I just have to find it. But I do want to read that. So I do want to read those. So one of these will be the one. This or, and like this is like 50 pages. So not even, like way under. And then the other one, I want to finish the Elsie Silver's first series, the Gold Rush Ranch series. And this is the novella following the grandparents the grandparents. So this one is 107 pages. So again, one that I do want to read. So one of those will be read in January. I don't know which one. I'm not committing to either one yet. One of them will be read. Maybe I'll read them both. Who knows? Then for LGBTQIA+, if I don't remember if this comes out, it might come out too late in January for me to do it. It might not come out till February or March. I don't remember the exact release date, but The Moon and His Tides by Giana Darling. This is an MMF in the like Lombardi siblings world, following Sebastian and a actress and her husband. And yeah, it sounds amazing. I love Giana Darling's writing. So, but I think it might come out like January 28th, which just won't give me enough time to read it. I mean, I still could read it and like finish it like into February, but that one, I don't remember the exact release date. If it does come out, I'll put it up here. I'll put the release date, everything, and that will be my option. My other option is Let Love Rule by Francis M. Thompson. This follows, it is a male-female couple, but I know for a fact he is bisexual, and I think she might even be bisexual, so, or some form, she might be ace or something. She is some form of, she's not completely hetero. So it is LGBTQIA+ friendly. It is a book, it was featured in Hello Lovely's Pride Month Show with the Month box. So it does say on the back that he is bisexual. So yes, but The Moon and His Tides is option number 1. This is in case that one doesn't come out in time. Then for over 500 pages, is anyone surprised? Onyx Storm. I don't know that it's over 500 pages for sure, but I'm assuming based off of the other 2 books that it will be. So we're going with it, saying it's over 500 pages, hoping that it is, rolling with it. Then for use 1 prompt for 2 books, I'm combining a seasonal and 2025 release, and I'm doing Unloved by Peyton Corinne. This book releases on February 4th, but I do have an arc of it, so I want to read it before then. It is my most anticipated book of 2025, seeing as how Unsteady was top 2 favorite books of 2023. Yeah, so I've been waiting since late October, early November of last year for this book to come out, and I'm so excited. So I'm combining them because it is a hockey romance. I think it takes place like in the spring, summertime, but he is a hockey player. So we're going with seasonal because it's hockey romance. So yeah, that is it. I'm excited for this TBR. I was a little nervous. I haven't done TBR in a while, so, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the changes I have coming this year. I did put those other prompts back in here, so next month they could come up. Who knows? I'm excited. It seems like such a big stack. I'm actually gonna try to make it through. Who knows? I always end up failing somehow. But yeah, that is it. So just to go over what I had, because it's always fun to see the craziness. I did put 3 things back. I put a skip, the re-pick prompts you don't want, any prompts you don't want, and novella. There was one other one. Oh, previous 5-star authors. So those all got put back in. So there's 4 cards picked that got put back. And then I had, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. I had 19 cards picked today, which is a lot, but so 15 of them are in this pile. So book box book again. We're going with Drive Me Wild. Under 200 pages. 2 options. Not sure which one I'm gonna go with. LGBTQIA+, again, 2 options, with one being primary option, and this one just being secondary, depending on timing of release. 2 books for 1 prompt, combined seasonal and 2025 release for Unloved. Over 500 pages. Onyx Storm. I know it comes out late in the month. I don't care. I will be reading it. Probably on release day. Black Love. We're going with, I think it's called Digging Up Love. Lose All Skips. Sadly, lost my 1 skip I had. A reverse. Another reverse, which got rid of previous 5-star author and, oh, that's the draw too. Where's my other reverse? I did have another reverse. There it is. Previous 5-star author and novella were removed from there. And then I had 3 draw 2s and a draw 4. So that is my TBR Uno for the month of January. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a heart of any color. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye.